What's up guys, here you are again for the reaction. So today we are ready to continue our journeys on reactions to my favorite thing to react to, movies. Yes guys, that's what's up today. Today finally I'll be watching a movie. Last week I dropped episode 6, Star Wars, The Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker defeating his father, defeating Palpatine. Didn't actually defeat his father, kind of like Palpatine stepped in, and yeah, they defeated Luke somehow, but then Darth Vader backstabbed Palpatine. Fortunately, come on. Yes, but those are movies that I watched already a couple months ago. Now I'm editing, basically, So yes, for a while I've not been watching a movie. Last movie that I actually watched was the masterpiece with Jack Nicholson, One Flews Cuckoo's Nest. I'm not sure if I'm saying that movie title correctly, but yeah guys, that movie was incredible for so many reasons. Was a joy, just watching Jack putting all those people on that maniac house, getting to know what life is, still. Yes, it was incredible, and then in the end, yeah, the bitter feeling of Jack being killed. But maybe, like, if you think about Jack, what he did on his past. He's not a guy that is in this world to do the right thing. So I believe that if you are born and you are born, with a flaw in your mind, somehow you cannot like really adapt to the normality of the world, the way it should behave for a better world. He is one of that kind. Maybe the best thing is to shut down a person like that, But I still loved him. But on his curriculum, he had rapes, he had assaults. So that's like, we look at him, doing all those great things for those people that they look like hopeless. We think for ourselves, okay, this guy is, is amazing, such a good guy. But yes, those are the type of people that they are like bipolar. They can be that, but they can also be very dangerous. That's why maybe the right decision was to shut him down. Wow, incredible. But yes guys, we are not here to speak about that movie. I spoke a lot about that movie already, especially in my conclusion review about it. Today we are here to react to Casablanca. I think I watched this movie already, or parts of it, but I never like grabbed myself, okay, I'm gonna watch Casablanca from beginning to end fully, without stop, so I never did that. The reason why I know Casablanca is because I think I even remember there is a scene in the end regarding Portugal. I'm from Portugal. That's why I know this movie. I think that scene with Morocco and Portugal. So I know a little bit about where this movie will be placed, And I think the main character is trying to save someone or a group of people. I'm not sure, but I know certain elements because of the fact that this is also placed in Portugal. I'm Portuguese. So we know this movie, Portuguese people, But that's all, guys. Pretty sure everything else will be something that I will be reacting for the first time, or watching in this case. Watching, and then for you guys, it's a reaction, yeah? Yes, guys, enough talk. I'm gonna keep going with this, otherwise this intro will be too long. Let's see who is also directing it. Maybe I'll get to know. Guys, 1940s movie. There's high possibilities for me to not know anybody. Whether it's from the cast, actors, director, producer, I'm pretty sure. I think I would not be knowing anyone. But anyway, yes, now for real, before we jump to the action movie, guys, please give me a lot of energy, buy subscribe my channel. This one click gonna make me much more active, stronger. So so keep with the right mentor to keep me seeing you guys almost every day. Yes, as always, for having fun. And let's do this, guys. Let's do this. Here you go, that's the thing, Algeria, Morocco, Egypt. So this is a movie in Africa. And I think after, they will go to Portugal. That's the only thing I know. Guys, I know that because I'm Portuguese, like I mentioned in the intro. Directed by Michael Curtis. No idea. So unaware of the directors from the really old school.
Lisbon became the great embarkation point.
Told you guys, Lisbon.
But not everybody could get to Lisbon directly.
Guys, I knew it. That's why I know this movie, because I'm from Portugal. A lot of people, they always spoke about this movie in my country. So
across the Mediterranean to Oran.
They need to reach Lisbon to get saved. Maybe Lisbon is the point where the Americans from Africa need to go to get out of Africa? Possibly.
Here, the fortunate ones, through money or influence or luck, might obtain exit visas and scurry to Lisbon, to the New World.
New World, yeah. So Casablanca is a place on Morocco, and only through Lisbon they can go back to, I think, America, yeah? Okay. They just grab someone. Let's see who is this someone. Pretty sure it's a guy who is doing right, but for authorities he's doing the wrong.
These papers expired 3 weeks ago. You'll have to come along.
Guys, I really like movies black and white, to be honest. It's something so unusual for me. Especially for a guy like me who was born in the 90s, you know? We're not used to for movies in black and white. So the impact for the new generation, black and white, might be great. At least in my case, it is.
This place is full of vultures everywhere.
Vultures everywhere, oh yeah. That might be like where the line, I don't know, bitches everywhere, that might come from.
How silly of me.
Oh dear.
I left my wallet in the hotel.
Oh.
No way he stole this wallet. Could not see it, man. Ow! Sneaky rat. Fucking, you are the fucking vulture, man. Wow. I like the way they have done this. You can tell, like, old school special effects right there.
It is very good to see you again, Major Stasser.
Thank you, thank you.
The Italian staff is at your
That
command,
is kind
Major.
of you.
Abbiamo grande piacere della sua presenza, signor Maggiore.
Okay, yeah. So this place, yeah, is where, no, I think is an European place. People who are trying to recruit people that are actually from Europe that are imprisoned, kind of like in this place. Not really imprisoned, but they stay here because, you know, it's more safer. They are trying to grab the people. They are, you know, fighting for them.
I never be beat, or nobody else gave me a thrill.
Instruments, musical instruments, they will never get old, you know. An event like this will never get old. Even like in 1,000 of years, that will be something that people will feel good to be close by, to watch and to listen.
There are diamonds everywhere. 2,400.
Oh, they like to say a lot, whatever, everywhere.
Third boat.
Thank you.
And bring the 15,000 francs in cash.
So making promises to people, okay, if you do that to me, I'll promise you, you know, a way out of this place. That's what they are trying to do. A lot of people, they are trying to get back to their own.
The leading banker in Amsterdam is now the pastry chef in our kitchen.
Jesus, that's the, like a change of, you know, life from a bank to a kitchen. Jeez, that's like attitude in my eyes. Because, you know, I think a lot of people, they will suicide. Will be a too big dig to accept in the heart, you know? To go from a bank to a kitchen. There you go. I think this is the main character, yeah? I never seen him in any other movie. I know that he is in this movie, but and I also know that he is one of the greatest actors of all time. Why have I not seen him in other movies? Weird. He looks a French guy.
You are a very cynical person, Rick. If you forgive me for saying so.
I forgive you.
Okay? Our guy is cynical. That's not a common personality trait of a protagonist. Let's see how we make him, you know, be successful on his journey in this movie. Let's see.
Ways of my own, I provide them with exit visas.
For a price, Ugarte. For a price.
Everything has a price.
Something that even you have never seen. Letters of transit, signed by General Vegon. Will you keep these for me, please?
For how long?
Oh, perhaps an hour, perhaps a little longer.
This guy is a rat. This guy is, I think, is the one who stole that wallet from that old man.
Who's unlucky?
So they will fuck up the pianist.
Now who's lucky? We're all lucky. Just how lucky?
Who can know the magic of this place? I wish I could go back in time to experience living, you know, this type of era, you know. I think everything was so much harder.
Sam Ferrari wants you to work for him at the Blue Parrot.
Oh, I like it fine.
Double what I pay you.
Yeah, but I ain't got time to spend the money I make here.
Money's not everything in the end of the day, yeah, for some. That's good.
Rick, I'm sick and tired of
Have to
getting
call a cab.
Yes, boss.
Come on, we're gonna get your coat.
What is this girl Sasha to him?
What a fool I was to fall for a man like you.
Ah, so is his wife, his girlfriend. Slowly we are, you know, getting introduced by the characters that will appear, yeah. I'm still like lost, to be honest, in this movie. Look. Yeah, I can tell. He's done.
I've often speculated on why you don't return to America. I like to think that you killed a man. It's the romantic in me.
Jeez! I like to think that you killed a man. It's romantic for me. I mean, if it's like really a douche, a piece of shit, maybe I would think the same.
Rick, we'd have an important guest here tonight. Major Strasser, of the Third Reich, no less.
Third Rice is they are Germans, yeah?
He certainly didn't come all the way to Casablanca to witness a demonstration of your efficiency.
Guys, so far, my impression about this guy is a top-notch actor.
There is a man arrived in Casablanca on his way to America. He will offer a fortune to anyone who'll furnish him with an egg.
Well, what's his name?
Victor Laszlo. Laszlo must never reach America. He stays in Casablanca.
Okay, they don't want that guy to escape Casablanca.
Escaped from a concentration camp. The Nazis have been chasing him all over Europe.
Okay, so this guy is like one of the guys that Nazis are looking for.
No matter how clever he is, he still needs an exit visa. Or I should say two.
Why two?
He is traveling with a lady.
Very interesting club.
Well, especially so tonight, Major. In a few minutes, you'll see the arrest of the man who murdered your couriers.
May I first please kiss my chips?
You will try to escape again. Let's go on mute. Again! Guys, this guy is so good, man.
Do something. You must help me, Rick. Do something.
Yeah, no, you deserve that. That's like the fate of a rat, come on.
When they come to get me, Rick, I hope you'll be more of a help.
I'd stick my neck out for nobody.
Great line, I stick my neck out for nobody. You can tell it's charisma, you know? The man, the energy in the house.
I understand that you came here from Paris at the time of the occupation.
Particularly my beloved Paris.
So he's French. I think even the actor who portrayed this character is French also. Looks like a lot.
You have no sympathy for the fox, huh?
Not particularly. I understand the point of view of the hound, too.
Of course, one must admit he has great courage.
So this guy Laszlo, some people, no, they are having his back, some people they are against him. Because we have not met him yet.
Victor Laszlo.
Yes, Monsieur Laszlo. Right this way.
That's Laszlo, guys. That's the guy that they are kind of like all wondering, is a baddie or is a goodie? Yeah, doesn't like him here, so this guy means trouble. Oh, fucking Laszlo, the fox, the vulture.
Thank you, but I hardly think.
Then perhaps for the lady, the ring is quite unique.
Wow, look at this, guys. Back in the days, how people they would try to make money. That's a fucking, you know, rat move, seller type, you know.
Monsieur Laszlo, is it not?
Yes?
I am Captain Renault, Prefect of Police. I was informed you were the most beautiful woman ever to visit Casablanca. That was a gross understatement.
She is gorgeous, she's not like top-notch gorgeous.
Well, you see, Major Strasser, I'm a Czechoslovakian.
You were
Okay, Czechoslovakian.
Now you are subject of the German right.
And I'm now on French soil.
Okay, yeah, him being here, there is nothing that really the Germans can do, yeah? They cannot think they are kind of like, you know, they own this place. Otherwise, these guys will step in.
This time they really mean to stop me.
Victor, I'm afraid for you.
Like, no, that famous line, if something has to go wrong, it will go wrong. Universe moves towards that way.
The ring, could I see it again?
Yes.
Monsieur? Champagne cocktail, please.
What is ring as? Why is so interested on it? Maybe that ring, with that ring in your possession, you represent something.
They're organized, monsieur. Underground, like everywhere else.
This guy is Lazo. He's kind of like seen as Robin Hood. He did something that for a lot of people was the right thing to do, but for the other half, he did the wrong thing.
I have my check, please.
Too bad you weren't here earlier, Monsieur Laszlo. We had quite a bit of excitement this evening, didn't we, Berger?
Yeah, I like this, you know, these shots, these scenes, these dialogues. Very common in old school movies. Look at the beauty of black and white, guys. Look at this.
Where is Rick?
I don't know. I ain't seen him all night.
You used to be a much better liar, son.
I'm liking a lot of this woman. Hopefully that guy, you know, I'll be liking him as well, you know, at the end of this movie.
What do you mean, Miss Elsa?
Play it, Sam.
No, I see some potential for her to fall in love with our guy.
You must remember this. A kiss is just a kiss.
Wow, great voice. The power of music is unbelievable. Even scientists, they can still not really understand why music is so powerful. I mean, for mentally ill people especially, when music is around, they just feel so much better.
Won't you join us for a drink?
Oh, no, Rick, never.
Thanks, I will.
Well, a precedent is being broken. Emile?
This time around, this scene, the acting was not looking natural. I think they should have done it again, another take, make it more natural.
Let's see the last time we met.
Was La Bella Roar.
Okay, they met before. Wow, the world is small.
I remember every detail. The Germans wore gray, you wore blue.
Ilse, I don't wish to be the one to say it, but it's late. You'll come again.
Anytime.
You say goodnight to Sam for me.
I will.
Yeah, the music behind is telling us that these two, you know, this girl and Rick, they have something, some energy is connecting them, you know.
Fellow, this Rick. What sort is he?
Oh, I really can't say, though. I saw him quite often in Paris.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Paris, city of love. is there where they fell in love. I'm pretty sure there's something you could tell in their eyes. They will end up together at the end of this movie. Watch. Okay, so now this look. Let's see if this guy is just showing off, mentioning good things about Laszlo. In the end, he will backstab him. Ah, guys. Vultures, like that guy mentioned. Vultures everywhere.
Boss, let's get out of here. We'll take the car and drive all night. We'll get drunk. We'll go fishing and stay away until she's gone.
Shut up and go home with you.
No, sir. I'm staying right here.
I like this type of friendships, you know? That a true friend will tell you in your face whatever, even if it will hurt you, because it's a heart that is just wishing for you to use that hurt, that pain, to actually put yourself in the right track.
Of all the gin joints in all the towns in all the world, she walks into mine.
You know, when you are like in the path of your life, a girl comes to your life and then stops that path, stop that moment you are having. To stop thinking about that woman is hard. That's the power of a woman in a man's life. Guys, here we go! They were together before! This is a flashback. Yeah, she looks younger. It's a set, you can tell. Yeah, beautiful. That's the same type of shot that we could see on Psycho. Yes, here we go, guys. They had the case. Wow, I never thought it would be so deep, that thing.
Here's looking at you, kid.
Frank, for your thoughts.
In America, they bring only a penny.
He's always thinking, Rick. He's always like wondering, you know, about future, about the present.
He's dead.
I'm sorry for asking. I forgot we said no questions.
Okay, get it. So they're just having a case. Yeah, Paris, city of love. So it's like where a woman with a guy and the guy with the woman, they can have something, you know, ignoring what they are having with someone special, you know.
Wednesday, Thursday at the latest, they'll be in Paris.
Richard, they'll find out your record. It won't be safe for you.
On their blacklist already.
So we was being tracked also by the Germans, yeah. One of the things that now came to me is on the Second World War, the best decision that you could make would be to go to Africa. I think the Germans, they wouldn't care about whatever was happening there because they were trying to conquer Europe.
The whole world crumbling. We picked this time to fall in love.
Yeah, it's pretty bad timing.
Yeah.
Where were you, say, 10 years ago?
Yes, I was having a brace put on my teeth. Where were you?
I was having a brace put on my teeth, looking for a job, yeah. Yeah, he's much older than her. She might have like 26, 27, and he's on his 41.
All right, at 4:45. Say, why don't we get married, Marseille?
Oh, he's about, you know, planning his future with her. The guy that she had is dead. Maybe she lied even.
Oh, why not? Captain on a ship can. It doesn't seem fair that...
Don't tell me this time around she was with Laszlo already.
Kiss me as if it were the last time.
Great line. The so famous line.
She checked out of the hotel, but this note came just after you left.
Not asking line, okay. Yeah. Wow. She left him. That's what I felt when they just kissed, you know? And that's why she also asked him to give her a kiss like it would be the last kiss that he would give to her. Because she was already planning to leave him. Wow, that's why I felt a connection straight away when they met again, you know? With Laszlo. Now, was she with Laszlo already when they were? No way, she came back. You might be, am I like drunk? Am I seeing things? I like the soundtrack behind, you know, to create this intense moment. It's about to happen.
Richard, dear, I'll go with you any place. We'll get on a train together and never stop.
Don't.
Wow, yeah. Why she mentioned that to him? That's like, that's not good, man. You cannot aspire a man to believe something that will never happen. That will break his heart, like, badly.
Who was it you left me for? Was it Laszlo, or were there others in between?
Yeah, let's see. I wanted to know also, what was the reason behind her dumping him? Wow, and she's always on the move. She's always grabbing new guys. Jesus.
You have reached Casablanca. It is my duty to see that you stay in Casablanca.
Whether or not you will succeed is, of course.
Okay, I get it, guys. Now I'm getting. Casablanca is the only place it can be, you know, if not to be possessed by the Third Reich.
Or you may leave for Lisbon tomorrow on one condition.
And that is?
You know the leader of the underground movement in Paris, in Prague, in Brussels.
I was in a German concentration camp for a year.
Wow.
You will give us the names?
So he was really there. He saw all those horrendous things.
We knew very little about each other when we were in love in Paris. If we leave it that way, maybe we'll remember those days, not Casablanca.
That's like something to think of, and it's also, I think you guys might agree, you spend great time with the person when something bad happens, because you are willing to experience again that special moment you had with that girl, but because there was that thing that made you guys fall apart, will never be the same. You will never experience what you had with that person in the first place, unfortunately. That's why it's always preferable to close that chapter for good.
When I had trouble getting out of Lille, why didn't you leave me then? And when I was sick in Marseille and held you up for 2 weeks and you were in danger every minute of the time, why didn't you leave me then?
Something always held me up. I love you very much, Ilsa.
Yeah, wow. This guy really loves her. I think because of her, a lot of times, he put himself in risk because of the fact that he loves her.
Have you heard about Signor Gatti and the letters of transit? Mr. Gatti left those letters with Monsieur Rick.
Rick. It is too dangerous if you let him go. It may be too dangerous if you let him stay.
I see what you mean.
Yeah, this last guy is like such like in between.
Thank you, Carl.
Für Frau Leichtag.
Thank you.
Entschuldigung, Dankeschön, bitte.
Where's your husband?
At the roulette table, trying to win enough for our exit visas. Oh, of course he's losing.
Yeah, of course, man. Can you like expect the game to be a source of income to get to someplace else? Gaming is in the first place a joy, and then like you need to think about having actually an income. That's why people they go down in life.
If someone loved you very much, so that your happiness was the only thing that she wanted in the world.
The Second World War has a great influence on whatever is happening in this movie. You know, a lot of people they don't want to go back to their country because of what is happening in Europe. You know, with Hitler, Nazis and stuff. Now, as a Portuguese, I know like Hitler avoided Spain and Portugal a lot, so Lisbon, capital of Portugal, will be the ideal place to go and try to find a way to go someplace else, not Europe. In this case, they are trying to go to North America, but they could have gone to Brazil or something, But the irony, you are like in the worst condition as possible, and you have the opportunity to go to the land of dreams, America.
I said 22.
Let's see. Wow, I think he will win. I know.
Wow!
Jesus fucking Christ. He has to give him some cash. Some commission. Come on. Don't tell me he knows a way to actually like make things happen. For example, if he says a number. Yeah, here you go again.
Are you sure this place is honest?
Yeah, something is happening. They can make the number 22 maybe be all the time the number to that ball to be in.
No, it's very important I get out of Casablanca. It's my privilege to be one of the leaders of a great movement. You know what I've been doing. You've quite a record. You ran guns to Ethiopia. You fought against the fascists in Spain.
This guy has a hell of a story, has a hell of a background.
There must be some reason why you won't let me have them.
There is. I suggest that you ask your wife.
Why is he mentioning his wife? The Germans. He has not even like power against the Germans on his own place, I think. Like, or is danger? It's a danger move. They never know. Yeah, they're trying to defeat them by putting them all singing their song actually. Vive la France, yeah. Beautiful. I like the way they decided to do things. That's how you beat someone indirectly.
The place is to be closed.
But I've no excuse to close it.
Find one.
Jesus, look, these motherfuckers, man. I hate Nazis.
How can you close me up? On what ground?
I'm shocked to find that gambling is going on in here.
So, can he like do something, Rick? Can he like defend himself? I think these guys, they will find a way to leave Casablanca and go to America. That's like what Rick... No, he has a big heart. He will help them both. Even though Rick and her, they have something, They are attracted to each other. But Rick will help her leave with her husband.
Victor, why don't you tell me about Rick? What did you find out?
But no intention of selling them.
Did he give you any reason?
Yes, he said, ask your wife. Were you lonely in Paris?
So they were together already?
Yes, Victor, I was.
I know how it is to be lonely. Is there anything you wish to tell me?
Wow, so they are together for a long time.
No, Victor, there is.
Wow, she will not confess. Maybe now, but she will in future.
Be careful. Of
course I'll be careful.
So be careful what he's about to do. So we are entering the last stage of this movie. We will have some, intense moments, action.
How did you get in?
I think they will have something here, guys.
In your own way, you were fighting for the same thing.
I'm not fighting for anything anymore except myself. I'm the only cause I'm interested in.
Here you go, yeah. There is a moment in your life you need to start thinking about yourself more. That's exactly what he did.
If you knew what really happened, if you only knew the truth.
I wouldn't believe you no matter what you told me.
Yeah, she lied. Both. She lied Laszlo, the fact that she was not with no one in Paris, and she lied also to Rick that she was with nobody when they were together in Paris. No way.
All right, I'll make it easier for you. Go ahead and shoot. You'll be doing me a favor.
Wow. I like the fact that he doesn't feel like his life has any meaning, but he still tried to do his best for the others, especially. That's how great of a man he is.
The day you left Paris, if you knew what I went, if you knew how much I loved you, how much I still love you.
There you go, yeah. You can never, forget an intense romance with someone.
I was lonely. I had nothing, not even hope. Then I met you.
Why weren't you honest with me? Why did you keep your marriage a secret?
It wasn't my secret, Rich. Victor wanted it that way.
I think she did the right thing. I think if she would confess to him that she was with someone, maybe Rick would deny having something with her. I think he is man enough to do so.
And when did you first find out he was alive?
Just before you and I were to leave Paris together.
So Laszlo was on one of those camps. He could have been killed. There's also a reason for her to try to move on. So guys, I think nobody here is really wrong. I think they have strong reasons to do their acts, actually,
I know that I'll never have the strength to leave you again. You'll help him now, Richard, won't you? I can't fight it anymore.
No way she's willing to stay with Rick. But I'm not sure if she's actually playing, but she will try to persuade Rick to let Laszlo leave this place for his own sake, Maybe the love that she has to Laszlo is like a brother love, and she wants the best for him, but maybe her true love, love feeling towards someone is Rick, actually. So that's why she will decide to be with Rick and try to help Laszlo to leave this place. Get it?
Carl, what happened?
The police break up our meeting, Harry. We escaped in the last moment.
Come up here a minute.
Let's see when Laszlo will spot her on Rick's room. I think he will start to understand that they were together.
Should take Miss Lund home. Yes, sir.
So yes, I think Rick will now mention to Laszlo, okay, I will help you out by giving you the letters.
If we stop breathing, we'll die. If we stop fighting our enemies, the world will die.
What of it?
Yeah. So
It'll be out of its misery.
the thing is, before he had a chance to dump her, to be in better condition on his life, in a better place, he always denied so because he loves her. So this time around, he might even deny to go to the United States if eventually she says, okay, I will not go with you. Let's see.
I know a good deal more about you than you suspect. The first evening I came into this cafe, I knew there was something between you and Ilsa.
Ah, he knows. Yeah, he's a wise man. He's an experienced man. But I want my wife to be safe.
To use the letters to take her away from Casablanca.
You love her that much?
Apparently you think of me only as a leader of a cause.
I like this guy a lot, this Laszlo guy. Laszlo is a great man.
It seems that destiny has taken a hand.
Wow. Why Rick is kinda happy that this actually happened? Think Laszlo was pretending?
That ought to put your mind to rest about my helping Laszlo escape.
You have the letters of transit. You can fill in your name and hers and leave any time you please.
How many letters he has? Only 2?
To get out of Casablanca and go to America. You're a lucky man.
So we will live with her, actually. So, wow, that's a turnaround. I was really expecting them to stay and Laszlo to be the one who will go to America. Let's see what's happened with Laszlo.
Have the letters right here.
Tell me, when we searched the place, where were they?
Sam's piano.
Yeah, a place that they would never thought it would be there, That was, a master move from Rick.
We'll tell him at the airport the less time to think, the easier for all of us. Please trust me.
Okay, yeah. Another great move, guys. Yes, if you say to the person something that will shock that person, just in the moment that you are doing that thing, that person will have less time to process and become upset,
Victor Laszlo, you're under arrest. Love, it seems, has triumphed over virtue.
Not so fast, Louis.
Put that gun down.
Louis, I wouldn't like to shoot you, but I will if you take one more
Yeah, I
step.
like this, you know. I like the fact that they saved Rick grabbing a gun for the last stage of the movie.
There were 2 letters of transit for the Lisbon plane. There'll be no trouble about them.
This is Major Stasser. Have a squad of police meet me at the airport at once.
Let's see, man. It's gonna be a tight move, you know. They will eventually be able to leave. Will be tight.
Don't mind, you fill in the names. That'll make it even more official.
You think of everything, don't you?
I don't understand. What about you?
I'm staying here with him till the plane gets safely away.
No, Richard, no. What has happened to you last night?
Last night we said a great many things.
So he actually hide his intentions to her to make sure she will go with him, you know, because she will deny. She would rather be with him.
You're not with him, you'll regret it. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but soon and for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Wow, I like this line a lot. Maybe not today, or tomorrow, but in the future.
And I said I would never leave you.
Where I'm going, you can't follow. What I've got to do, you can't be any part of.
Wow, beautiful.
Someday you'll understand that.
The dialogue, you know, unbelievable.
She tried everything to get them and nothing worked. She did her best to convince me that she was still in love with me. That was all over long ago.
Hey guys, look at this. Wow, beautiful. What a great man, Rick. To find a guy like him, Rick, is like, it's hard, you know? He's one of a kind.
Bye, Rick.
Yeah. This is actually like the best outcome. Yeah, maybe like that's like the most safe decision to be with Laszlo, even though she might love him. They say never let your emotional side defeat your intellect side, you know?
I suppose you know this isn't going to be very pleasant for either of us, especially for you. I'll have to arrest you, of course.
As soon as the plane goes, Louis.
No way. No way you will be imprisoned to do this. That's so like, wow. This is even more impressive from Rick.
Hello, put that phone
Shoot it.
down. Get me the radio tower. Put it down.
Wow. Hasta la vista. Yes. Yeah, if he will go to prison, at least he will like do as much good as possible before he goes, because killing this guy is a good act. Come on.
Major Strasser has been shot. Round up the usual suspects. Be my captain.
Round up the usual suspects, guys. So, Captain Reno is protecting Rick. Ah, that's a change of heart. Change of attitude. Unbelievable. Everything went so good. Captain Reno felt for Rick, you know? What he did was just something that you don't see often, man. That's a
You're not only a sentimentalist, but you've become a patriot.
Yeah, he became a poet. There you go. That's why he felt for him. So yeah, they're on. There's nothing like anyone can do about it now. They are in Lisbon. They are on their move for a better life. And Rick will be okay because Captain Renault will not give Rick in.
I think this is the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Wow, yeah. I think after this, they will like... Because they have a secret with them, you know? Rick will always owe something to Captain Renault because Captain Renault could give Rick in. So, yes, I just love this finale. Incredible. It is a finale that we see often in Hollywood, you know? So, it will be painful and sad to see Rick in prison. I just love the way they have done things, you know? The end product of this movie was really well done. So that's why it makes sense this movie to be considered one of the greatest of all time. Basically. Wow, guys, great movie, yes. You know, it was a movie that I felt, okay, that noise that people, they have regarding this movie being one of the greatest of all time, you know, was clarified, you know. So now I get it. It's a great movie. Great movie. This guy, you know, the character, Rick, is incredible. Just loved him, you know. Just love him. Unbelievable. What he did for her, and actually like thinking about doing a great act, you know. A lot of people, they wouldn't do that. Especially like, because he's not like a dumb person, a naive person. He knows what he's doing. And still he has the heart good enough to do such thing, you know. Incredible. Wow, to be honest, at the beginning it was hard to understand this movie. The Germans, you know, the two Germans that guy stole the letters of. And then I like the decision of him putting the letters on the piano. Of course, they will never like try to sneak on the piano, you know. Such a precious thing will be just right there on the piano, you know. So yes, I think warms our heart a lot. With small moves, you can defeat evil, you know. I like that. Yes, I like the fact that they decided to go with wife of the guy that we were focused mainly was with him before, you know, in Paris. And all the thing with them in Paris was incredible. Their romance was really well done. They really fell for each other. You could tell that, you know, it was beautiful, you know. They decided to go with Paris. What better city to make something like the way they did than Paris, you know? Like I mentioned, Paris is the place where there is no boundaries for romance, you know? Yes, everything around Laszlo was great. I was like confused regarding him, if he was a nice guy, if he was a bad guy at the beginning, but then I got to know that he was doing the right thing for his people. So that was actually something that Rick thought about it, you know? I will make sure the girl that I fell in love and I still have something to escape this place, and also a guy that is with her and a guy that I feel is right to be with her. And actually he confessed to him that they had something. I'm not sure like if he knows if it was in Paris, you know, but he respected that. Because guys, come on, if you are in a camp like the way he was, your girlfriend is out there thinking that, okay, my boyfriend will never come back to me because the chances of him dying in that camp are so high. That's like what would happen in the World War II. So she might, you know, decided to move ahead with her life. When she got to know that he was alive, she dumped Rick even. So guys, there is nothing really to point out on Ilsa, yeah? That's like her name, Ilsa or Lisa. I think it's Ilsa. The writing of this story, of this movie, the screenplay is so good, it's on point, you know? They found a way to the viewer, like, no, me being a Portuguese native, I don't really understand English perfectly, you know? So sometimes I have hard time to understand the movie. But this movie were able to sort it out that, you know? At around, what, 60% of the movie, I was aware of what was actually happening. Exactly, you know? So, yes, guys. What a great movie. I thought this movie was regarding him like Schindler's List. Him saving a lot of people in Casablanca. Sending a lot of people to Lisbon so they could, you know, get safe from, you know, the Nazis to America, you know? So that's like what I thought at first, but no, this is actually him saving a couple, more or less, you know? Yes, guys, but throughout the movie, you could tell this guy was such a great you know, human being, such a great man, and he had a hell of a background. You know, he was in war scene as well, so he's a guy with a lot of traumas. You know, he's a guy that's pretty sure when he's by himself, he suffers a lot because what he has on his head is not easy to keep living with. You know, that's why he was mentioning that no, at some point that his life has no meaning, actually. You know, so I will give these 2 tickets for 2 people that they are, you know, with each other, they are completed, and they will do something great with their lives. I like when people, they see things this way, you know, they don't have jealous towards nothing, you know, pure people. Like, those are the people that the world needs more, you know, for a better world. Yes, guys, writing was unbelievable, nice shots. Guys, I have like, I just love those shots towards the car and when they were like together in Paris, because I like, you can tell like that was made in studio, you know, unbelievable. I think even nowadays, when they are trying to, you know, to do, a scene on a car, they do also on a studio. There is no need to do out there, especially more even nowadays. Everything on studio looks so legit, you know. But I just love when I'm seeing something that you could tell, okay, this takes away something on a studio. They could not hide it, you know. I just love that. Yes, nice angles, nice nice shots as well. Acting point of view, incredible from everyone, The thing that you feel from movies back in the days is how a man were more what he was supposed to be, and even women as well, you know. Women, they were less cheeky as well. That's like what women should represent. You know, woman should represent pureness, you know, should represent the opposite side of a man, the wild side of a man. The woman should represent that. And nowadays, you will see less and less that in women. You know, women are becoming more what men are supposed to be. You know, guys, let's see like what's gonna happen in the future. Yes, guys, I think I said it all. Incredible movie. Wow, really happy I decided to go with this movie finally. Next movie that I will try to react as soon as possible are definitely Citizen Kane and The Godfather. I think because these are the three greatest movies of all time. At least, like, if you pop on, on Google, give me the top 10 of best movies of all time. These three movies they are always on top 5. So I need really to have a look on these three movies. I wonder like how many Oscars this movie won, Casablanca. I also like the fact that Portugal has a hand on this movie, my country. So yes, it was great to see. Yes, guys. Now for real, enough talk. As always, for this video, press the like button, comment if you think I missed something, say something dumb, should know something about this movie before I put it aside. Share with your friends, they might like to watch someone else reacting to this incredible masterpiece, and subscribe to my channel. You will love energy, so keep strong, with right mental to keep these things for you guys. And yes, as always, hope you're having fun, and most important of all, stay safe guys. Have a good one. Thank you.